Hello everyone. We are stepping into Microsoft's premier low-code development platform to learn how to architect customized conversational intelligence for your organization. Let's start with the formal definition of Microsoft Copilot Studio, which is a low-code conversation authoring environment that enables organizations to design, test, deploy, and govern custom conversational agents connected to enterprise data sources, custom APIs, and automated plugins. Now, to translate that into simple everyday English for adult learners, this is a visual software studio where you can build your own specialized custom AI chatbots without needing a degree in computer science or writing thousands of lines of complex code. If Microsoft 365 Copilot is a ready-made assistant who handles standard office work, Copilot Studio lets you build a highly specialized company worker who knows your exact internal databases, follows your specific step-by-step company workflows, and can talk directly to your unique software systems. Think of it like a digital Lego set for business logic, where you can drag and drop boxes to map out a clear conversation path for the bot to follow. Stay with me here, because knowing when to pivot from a generic assistant to a highly customized bot is a vital strategic skill for any modern executive. So, now that we understand the identity of Copilot Studio, you might be wondering how to spot the absolute best, highest value opportunities to deploy these custom agents. Well, that brings us right into our next step. The technical definition of conversation automation suitability analysis is the systematic process of screening business operations to identify high volume, repetitive communication workflows that can be resolved via structured intent mapping and data connected agents. In plain terms, you are looking through your company to find the customer queues or employee help desks that are drowning in the exact same routine questions day after day. You are looking for the communication bottlenecks that keep your human experts away from high-value project work. Imagine an internal human resources department that receives 500 emails a week from employees asking, "How do I update my health insurance provider?" or "Where can I find the company holiday calendar?" That is a prime gold mine scenario for a custom bot. Instead of making an HR professional type out the same response 50 times a day, a custom Copilot Studio agent can handle those queries instantly, freeing up your human team to focus on complex talent management and employee relations. Let's break this down together so we can hyper-focus our development energy on the quick wins that deliver the biggest operational relief. So now that we know how to hunt down and isolate our high-impact scenarios, you might be wondering how to connect these custom bots directly to your live company data files. Well, that brings us right into our next step. When we look at custom system architecture, the formal definition of knowledge source grounding in Copilot Studio is the process of binding a custom agent to unstructured corporate repositories, databases, or public websites using integrated search connectors to eliminate algorithmic fabrications. To put that simply, it means giving your custom chatbot an open book rule using your company's official documents. In Copilot Studio, you don't have to spend months training a model on your data. You can simply click Add Knowledge, point the platform toward a secure SharePoint folder, a company website, or an internal database, and the system automatically builds a high-speed search pipeline behind the scenes. Now, when an employee asks the bot a highly specific question about an obscure internal technical procedure, the bot runs a quick search through the connected files, extracts the exact paragraph needed, and displays a flawless corporate approved summary with direct source links. You've probably noticed that when you ground your custom agents this way, user trust skyrockets because the bot operates as a precise search utility rather than a loose guessing game. So now that we have grounded our custom bot with authoritative enterprise knowledge files, you might be wondering how to empower the bot to actually take real-world actions across your software tools. Well, that brings us right into our next step. The textbook definition of plugin extensibility is the architectural integration of custom agents with cloud orchestration workflows to allow conversational inputs to trigger secure, multi-step actions within external software ecosystems. In everyday language, this means your custom chatbot doesn't just talk to users. It can actually execute real work for them across your company's software tools. By connecting Copilot Studio to Microsoft Power Automate, you can give your bot hands and feet. If a manager says to the bot, approve the pending travel expense report for employee 402, and order them a new replacement laptop, the bot doesn't just say OK. It triggers an automated background flow that updates your finance software, sends a confirmation email, and submits a purchase ticket to your IT warehouse in milliseconds. This transforms your conversational interface from a basic text summary box into a powerful, high-speed command center that handles complex corporate operations without a single manual click. So now that we have transformed our bot into an active worker using Power Automate plugins, you might be wondering how to design the visual conversation paths to ensure a smooth user experience. Well, that brings us right into our next step. The formal definition of dialogue management design is the practice of structuring conversation trees, phrasing trigger conditions, and setting entity variables to govern a custom agent's reasoning flow and maintain context during an active user session. In simple English, this is drawing out the visual roadmap that your chatbot follows whenever a user types a message. You define clear trigger phrases like open a new support ticket or check order status to tell the bot exactly when to activate a specific conversation branch. As the user talks, the bot is smart enough to catch and store important variables like an order number or an email address, so it doesn't have to ask the same clarifying question twice. Think of it like designing a clean, helpful, automated phone menu. But instead of forcing users to painfully click buttons on a dial pad, the system reads their natural human language, keeps the conversation friendly, and guides them straight to the exact solution they need with absolute precision. So now that we have mapped out our conversational paths and triggers for a flawless user experience, you might be wondering how to set up continuous testing and performance analytics to audit your bot after launch. Well, that brings us right into our next step. The technical definition of conversational analytics telemetry is a continuous collection, aggregation, and evaluation of user engagement data, session resolution rates, and system fallback frequencies to track a custom agent's operational efficacy. In plain terms, this is your master command dashboard that shows you exactly how well your custom bot is behaving out in the wild. You can sit at your desk and review hard metrics such as the total number of successfully resolved conversations, the exact percentage of chats that required a human handoff, and the specific questions that caused the bot to trigger a fallback error. If you notice a sudden cluster of fallback errors on a Thursday morning regarding a new corporate policy, you can instantly log into Copilot Studio, upload the new policy document to the Knowledge tab, and update your bot across the entire company network in minutes. This data-driven control transforms you into a proactive, confident executive who can mathematically prove the exact hours saved and financial value delivered by your custom automation. You have now mastered the deployment of custom bots with Copilot Studio. So now that we have learned how to build custom bots in Copilot Studio, you might be wondering how teams can use Copilot pages as dynamic workspaces for real-time, multi-user AI collaboration. Well, that brings us right into our next chapter.